Okay, I'm looking at a cam for a possible wedge opportunity here if it pulls back a little bit. I know right where it's at right now is pretty significant daily support, as well as the 5-minute 9 EMA is right there at 60. So if in these next couple of candles here we can hold this, but with that 50 catching up like that and it breaking under like that, that's not a good sign that it wants to move higher. I missed the trade on this one earlier. It made a really nice triangle breakdown right here. You can see the 20 finally caught up with it, and then I had too much indecision really on this one. I wasn't sure if I wanted to long it or short it, and I just ended up missing the move entirely. Alright, this could be... It might take a little bit longer to set up now here. Because with that 50 coming in like this, because I don't know, longing it now. You can see it close below the 9 there. Still at 60, and looks like, well, it's making that move now. I could have added right where it was on the break of the 9 and then added the rest probably up here at 80 something. I don't know. I don't like this trade enough to take it anymore. Okay, looking at AMD, same situation as COM. Trying to figure out where I want to get in this trade. It is a circuit breaker, so I would have to use a market order. Hasn't really broken this trend line yet. Risk could be 79.
Trip.
Just kidding, could be 78. So I was really pushing it down though. You can see it doesn't really move a whole lot, you know. You can get 2 pennies at every minute here. I'd like to see it bounce right now and come back up. I could take it long at 83 and then long over the 20. Profit target ultimately would probably be 90. $82 and 85, so I'd have an 83 and a half. Trying to get 90. I don't know, unless I see a ton of buyers coming in, the sellers are just really moving it down here. And you can just see all those bids getting taken out. Okay, there's some buyers there at 75. We'll see how it bounces with that.
The SRX.
Yeah, alright, let's see what happens. It's 500,000 shares in there that it's got to take out right now. That's almost like 750,000.
Trip.
See, Nvidia's moving down with it. The sector is not helping. Stop moving. Alright, this thing needs to stop doing that. What's going on? This guy's not in. Oh, there he goes. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I can't believe AMD would want to go even lower right now.
BSRX.
I only focus on one stock at a time, really. I'm trying to keep an eye out for other trades here. Wow. It looks like we're gonna move lower.
Trip.
Wow. About to be a low. Oh no, that was low a day. 75 was low a day. Okay, this thing needs to stop doing that. Alright, well, no trade for now. Okay, AMD's making a move here. I'm in. Oh, my volume's turned off. I'm in 250. If it keeps moving up, I will add again about 80. Yes, I will add 80. I know 75 is going to be a pretty big area here. There's a pretty big area on the daily as well. I think it was the 200 daily moving average was right where it was. Alright, I'll add it 79 here. Profit target's going to be 85. But I will exit the trade on a close below the 9 here. Because depending on how it acts with this 20 coming down on it. I can't say it looks the cleanest. Come on.
UK.
Can't really draw anything on the 5s. There we go. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Shoot. Clicked it, I didn't mean to. If it gets up there, I'll put it back in, but that was definitely an accident.
Okay.
You can see the sellers now. Alright, looking good. A little late, but I got it. For AMD, that's a pretty good move. It's looking like it still wants to go. 86. Alright, any pullback right there. Yep, perfect. Took half.
ID.
Alright, VWAP's at 9. The 9 EMA is just a penny above. You can see all the it's actually almost kind of easy to trade this because you can see whenever the bid and ask gets kind of crazy. You can see when one starts to outweigh the other. Okay. Exiting the rest there. That was an okay trade. There were a couple little mistakes on that, but I'll go over that in the review. Okay, I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I'm missing, I don't know, 3-4 other trades here. Slow on AMD. I'm just feeling really slow right now. I don't know. I started off today at like 80%, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting worse. It's not that I don't want to trade. I'm not really seeing anything anymore. I just missed a bunch of trades, so I'll just do a quick recap and then I'll go over some things that I ended up missing. Only trade I took was AMD. Looked pretty good for a wedge for quite some time, really. I believe the inside ones are the 5 minutes, and then the outside ones are the 1 minutes. Ended up finally consolidating around the 5s right about here. Had a nice little pop. I got in a little bit right there. Pulled back a little bit. Accidentally clicked the button on 77. Ended up cutting it because I was full size way too early and I wanted to get it about 79. As it hit 79, I wanted to click the buy button. Ended up again being too slow. Got in at 80, so I missed out on $5 there. Had a really nice move. I mean, you know, I've always been talking about whenever I take these trades, they always make a move within the first 2 minutes, and AMD made the move within the first 2 minutes and hit my profit target. Bounced off of it pretty much exactly like I thought it would. Came back a little bit. I could have held. Obviously, it still is in effect. I could still be holding on to my very last partial right now until it closes below the 9 here. So, I mean, I could have gotten an extra, maybe almost 10 cents out of this, depending on what it does here the next couple of minutes. But it ended up being a decent trade, I guess. It was good, not great. You know, there's a couple. I think the only thing is I wasted money on the commission for the trade and that extra $2.50 on cutting it as soon as I entered, really. And I could have saved myself a penny by clicking it when I wanted to click it.
BFIO.
Just the way it goes, I guess. First trade that I missed was a com here. Had a really nice move. Just, I mean, right down. I was looking at this thing for a while here. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn into a long if it moved up because the 20 was coming up on it, but one thing that I'm starting to recognize is whenever these 9s or 20s catch up with it like this, and it closes underneath it as it's coming on up above on top of it, it'll
7 meters.
I mean, within that first minute of it doing that, that's when it can make the move. And I mean, that's just what happened here with the com. Looked at it again for another wedge, not this one here, but this one here. I mean, I was looking at it, it was a little tighter than this one. It was something like that, and then it broke even lower underneath the 50, and I said, okay, well, maybe I guess this one wants to move even lower. So I clicked off the screen, didn't even bother looking at it again, come back, and it made the move. You know, just one of those cases where I didn't sit around and wait for the real move to happen, and then once it made the real move, it's a little too late for me. Plus on the 5, I know it closed below, and I didn't like that at all. So I mean, obviously squeezed right back up, but if it closed below like that and made that big move down, I thought, well, forget it. It's probably a little too strong right now to long it. So, and I was wrong. Then the other one was CMG. I missed a few of them on CMG. First one was I believe, I don't think it was this move. There wasn't anything with this move, but I know that there was something over here. You can't really see it at all. Everything's all cluttered, but it looked really good on the 5s too. Kind of the same situation with this one, because the 50's coming down on it, but we are above VWAP. So it makes a move. I mean, what is that? Makes almost a $2 move, you know, busting through VWAP like that. But what I'd rather see it do is make this move and then reset again for a better move, because it gets above VWAP again, but then it kind of gets shoved down pretty hard here, and then this is where the real move comes in. You can see it on the 5s pretty good too. 5s is probably even better, really. I mean, you could be looking at that one, could be looking at that one. I mean, either way that you look at it, really, it's a pretty good trade right here, because you still got the 9 coming down on it. Come on. Makes that move. I mean, if I took that trade, I would just be getting out right now. Looks like AMD finally closed below the 9 too, so plus 35 probably could have been maybe a $50 day. I don't know. If I took the trades that I should be taking, you know, I mean, this could have been a huge day. I mean, it's just, there's always something. For the past couple of weeks, there's just something that I've been missing, and I mean, obviously the goal is to recognize what that something is so you can fix it in the future, but the real goal is to not do those somethings over and over again. I mean, a missed trade is a missed trade. I mean, if I'm not comfortable taking it, you know, then I'm not gonna take it. But if it's my setup, I need to be taking my setup. Oh yeah, the other one that I missed was ACHC here, making a really nice wedge. I think for Chipotle, I was in the AMD trade, and that's why I missed it. But I don't remember how or why I missed this one. I can't. Was that 1020? So yeah, I was probably looking at AMD whenever this one happened too. So I could have been in 3 trades at once. That would have been way too much to handle, really. I just wanted to stick with one, you know, slowly building back the account. But as long as I'm writing down my mistakes, you know, what went wrong, what went right. Just gotta keep fixing what I'm doing wrong, and I can make money. I mean, that's really all there is to it. You know, it's not that I'm missing the patterns or anything. It's just a matter of taking the pattern. So, just gonna practice today, and I'll be back in tomorrow. Thanks for watching.